Hi everyone. In this video, I want to share with you how you can track your investments in Notion in a very easy way. By investments, I mean various assets such as stocks, ETFs, bonds, whatever. And as you can see, I have this free template here that you can grab from Marketplace. I will post the link in the comment. And how it works is that this template has two databases. One database is assets, so it's the list of assets we want to track, the current prices, and also maybe some other data. And then we have list of individual trades, and as you can see, it links to the assets with the current prices, and we just like note here or track how many shares, what date, what was the buy price, and then basically based on this data we can efficiently track our investments. And the template is the one part, and the second part is Node API connector, and it allows us to pull data from Free Finance API into the Notion database. I will also link this blog post, which is more detailed version of this video. We can find more information about Free Finance APIs. Right now I will use Financial Modeling Prep free API because it has very generous free tier. It allows you to make 250 API calls per day. It allows a lot of exchanges, of course not all of them. You can also check this another blog post that I will link where there is some comparison of these free finance APIs, because like there can be some exchanges that other finance API support, but FMP doesn't. Also, another big advantage of FMP is that it supports batched requests. So what it means is that you can make one API call with several assets parameters, and at once you can pull all this data for several assets. So you can basically like get a lot of data at once. So which is also like very efficient way. And also like this video is basically it continues on like this previous video I made a long time ago, is about using Notion API connector like Chrome extension. And also there is the video like how to build this template with various formulas. But I was thinking, like what's the point of making this template if you can just grab the template and just import the data into the template. And now we can get started by adding template into our workspace. So for example, here I have a blank new workspace with no data. So I will just grab the template and add it into my workspace. And when we open it, we need to wait when it's loaded. And then when we open it, we can see some example data here. So what I will do is that I will just delete this example data. So we have blank new database. And now what we want to do is we want to import finance data into this assets database, but then we can like sync it with the API. And now we are ready to use the finance API. So for example, here I just check FMP, and when you create a free account, then on the dashboard you can find its API key. And here you can see the link how to use the request to get the data for several tickers. So here, as you can see, like for this API call, you just need to update this parameter based on the tickers you want to get data. So we can go back to Node API connector, and what we do, we just connect to the workspace where we have our the template, our database, and then we can see like more workspaces here, because I already gave access to several Notion workspaces. So we just, now we just select this investment workspace where we want to create a new request. The first step is we need to select the page where we want to import the data. In this case, it's assets. So now I just type the assets. You can also paste the page ID, because sometimes you can create a new database page immediately, but it's not reflected in Notion API system. So maybe you won't be able to search the page, but you can paste the page API and this is available immediately. Then we just need to add some name, I don't know, like import stock prices. And then we just paste the URL from here. So we just paste it into here, into the URL field. But we just need to update the API key. And so, well, I just pasted my API key here in the parameters. That is not visible right now. So now I will just run the API request, and as you can see, there are a lot of data here. So what we want to do is we want to map these fields into database fields. So what we need to do is that we map a symbol into the symbol Notion property, name API property into Notion, API property into name Notion property. Then the same with price. Of course, like we need current price, and then exchange in case we also want to get this information. But as you can see, there are much more interesting information that you can use. So for example, if you are interested also into day low, day high, you can add this field into the Notion database. It will add it here if you select it. But for now I will just import it as is, as you can see it now. And then when we import it, then you can see it here. These are API requests. You can also open this view through this link. So as you can see, we have it here. And now, as we have this assets data, based on this, we can track our trades data. So for example, I will go to trades, I will add a new page, I will select the assets. So for example, I created, or like I made a trade for, I don't know, $200. I bought one share just yesterday. And in this way, we have the rest of data linked, from the assets database, and like this is how we can easily track it. And there are two ways how to update data. First way is using a schedule request. So like when you go to update or when you create a new request, then you can set up scheduling. So for example, you can refresh it, like every hour, but this is a paid feature. Another way is hitting refresh. This is for free. So basically you just hit refresh and then it refreshes your data. or you can use the Chrome extension, which is like more convenient. So we just open here in the icon, you can refresh it from here. And then maybe and it refreshes, like your all data from API request. And then another thing is if you want to expand the assets data, like for example, you want to track more assets or more tickers. Uh, like in this case, you don't need to create new requests. Like you just need to update your existing request. So when you hit update, then you just add another ticker basically into your request. You just run it again. Then as you can see, we have more data here. It's pre-selected the data we already selected. Now I just hit save and import again. And then as you can see, we expanded our database here. So it's super easy to add more assets or just remove them. Okay, so that's it in regards to tracking your investments. As you can see, it's very easy how to do that. And if there are like any questions or like any suggestions, then leave a comment or just reach out to me. Or if something doesn't work, I'm happy to help. So thanks for watching and have a good day.